Good morning, children. This video is for class 3 students. That's why I have written here class 3. Today's date is 27th June 2020 and the subject is computer. It is the fifth video, that's why here it is written part 5. It is from chapter number 2. If you have remembered that in previous video, in part 4 video, we have completed the exercise questions. Now I have prepared some extra questions from inside the chapter. So that's why you have to take out your computer copy and start writing these extra questions which I am going to write it here. The first question is, as I have written here, question number 1. What do you mean by the term booting? If you have remembered that when we have started this chapter, as we know that the name of this chapter is operating system. So as we have started this chapter, then I have explained this word booting. What is booting? What do you mean by booting? So you have to write down the answer. The procedure of loading an operating system. The procedure of loading, start writing. The procedure of loading an operating system into the computer's memory is termed as booting. Okay, the procedure of loading an operating system into the computer's memory is termed as booting. I am writing the question and answer both with the red pen because I think that with black pen it is not visible to you, so that's why I am using the red pen. You have to use black or blue pen for writing the answer. This is question number 1. Now the next question I am writing here. Write down the steps to switch on the computer. Write down the steps to switch on the computer. If you have remembered that in class 1 and class 2 also you have learned this write down the steps to switch on the computer. Again I am going to give the answer for this question because some of you have forgotten the answer, so that's why again I am writing this question, or the steps are very useful when you are going to operate the computer system. So first you have to know what are the steps to be followed for switch on the computer. So start writing the answer. These are the steps to switch on the computer. First of all, you have to write down this. These are the steps to switch on the computer. What are the steps? First one, switch on the power button, or you switch on the power button from main switch. Okay, next one, The next, after switch on the main switch, you have to just switch on the power button switch on the power button of CPU. In CPU, you can see there is a big button that is called the power button. You have to just press that button. CPU is going to be switched on. Number 3, you have to see that your monitor, the power button of monitor is also you have to switch on. So again I am writing here, switch on the power button of monitor. Always the power button of monitor is switched on, but if it is off, then you have to switch on it. Your computer is ready to be for your work. So these are the 3 steps you have to follow. First of all, you have to switch on the power button from main switch. Then again you have to switch on the power button of CPU, the big button, it is there, so you have to just press it. CPU is going to be on, switched on. Next is switch on the power button of monitor. You have to switch on the monitor. So first question, second question. The next question is question number 3. Question number 3. The next one, this question is write down again the same question which you have already learned in class 1 or 2. Write down the steps to shut down the computer. Once your work is over, you want to switch off your computer. So what are the steps you have to be followed? For that you have to write here. I'm writing the answer. These are the steps to shut down the computer. What are the steps? First one, click on start button. The second one, click on the shutdown option. Okay, your computer is going to be switch off. So these are very easy questions which you have to learn. First of all, what are the steps to switch on the computer, and what are the steps to shut down the computer. As I have written here, it is your homework. Today's date. These 2 steps you have to write down by itself. I have explained it in the lab assignment. You have also done it. So you just write down this homework in your copy. The question is, write down the steps for these. The first one, to change the wallpaper, and the second one is to change the screensaver. So you have to write down the step for changing the wallpaper, and again in next page you have to write down the steps for changing the screensaver. That's all for today's class. Thank you and have a nice day.